All right, this screen recording is to show you how to get started in GarageBand, and it also talks about some of the important things you need to do in order to get a good sounding recording. So what we're gonna do is on this page, I have these files to download. And so these compressed files are the ones that I really would like you to download. But if you are having GarageBand issues, you can download the MP3s, and the MP3s won't allow you as much control as you normally would if you had downloaded these files here. Okay, so you're going to download one of these files, and then it's going to appear in your downloads folder. And let me see. It'll appear as a zip file. So you double click on that zip file, you uncompress it, and it'll turn into one of these things. You double click on that, it opens up nicely in GarageBand. Okay, so let's go to GarageBand. Okay, now you're gonna open up that file, and this is what it looks like. So I've recorded a drum track here, and two guitar tracks, and a bass track. And so I'm going to play a little bit for you. Now here I can mute tracks. Sorry, I soloed that track. Mute is over here. So I can turn off some guitar parts. So if you don't like some of the things that I did, you can mute some of it. And now that's just the bass. All right? Put the drums back in. Okay, so now what I've done is I've already set up the file so you can record right here. All right, if you want to play rhythm, I've set up another track where this is optimized for you strumming some chords. Okay, so if you want to experiment with some of the effects, you can change it over here and try some of these. Okay, so how are you going to record? First thing you should do is you need to go into your system prefs, and I want you to be really careful about this because this is important. You're going to go to your sound pref, and for output, I just plugged in my headphones. I'm going to make sure that my headphones are my output, and the input is not my headphones. That's the external microphone. I want my MacBook Air microphone. If you have a nice USB microphone, go ahead, use that because you'll get a better sound quality with that. Okay, so now, let's see. This one is in the key of B flat. So I'm going to play a melody in B flat. So I select this track. If I select one of these other tracks, then I'm working on that one. So I select this track to record. I have my headphones in. That's super important because you don't want the sound from your speakers to bleed into your recording. And I'm going to hit record. You won't be able to hear the backing tracks. I hear it in my ears right now, but you will hear me play my guitar part. Here we go. So it counts in. 1, 2. Here's the drum intro and. Okay, so now I don't have to record it all the way through. I can just record it in parts. And even this, I can record it just 2 measures at a time if I really want to. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug these headphones and I'm going to play it back for you. It needs to switch over to speakers. Okay, so let's take a listen to what I recorded. 1, 2. Here's the drum intro. So you notice I turned up the volume here. So my other parts are too loud. I'm going to turn some of that stuff down. Okay, so that's how you're going to do your project. I'm going to do one more thing here. If things are not working for you in GarageBand, you're having trouble getting that band file downloaded, or if over here you don't have all the essential sounds needed, then what you can do is this. I'm gonna close this out, start a new project. Oh, here it goes. Start a new project. We're gonna start with an empty project. And what I'm gonna do is this is what you're gonna use when you just want an empty track to record voice or anything. So I can drag and drop audio files into that one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these MP3 files that I've downloaded and I'm gonna drag it all the way over. I'm gonna place it where it belongs. I should also put it on the tempo so that way everything lines up nicely with the measure numbers. If you don't, you're gonna have a mess. So this file is called B flat 72. That's the tempo, all right? So you can use that. Okay, so now there's my track. Notice I don't have any control over this anymore. I can't mute tracks, I can't copy and paste, and even the volume control is just 1 for all the sounds. So now what I do is I go here and I add a new audio track, and then I can call this student lead part because this is my lead guitar part. I'm gonna put some effects on it. I'm gonna click on acoustic guitar because that's what I have, and I like to use the stereo setting for if I'm just recording into my MacBook using the internal mic. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is you know what? Okay, I plugged in my headphones and I'm going to record now, same thing, but this time with an MP3 file accompanying me. Here we go. Select that and I hit record. Okay, so now what I can do is if I didn't like certain notes in there, I can actually double click on the track. I can go here and let's say there's a part that I don't like. So I'm gonna line up my cursor. Over here I can go to split region at playhead or Command T. So I'm gonna use Command T and boom, I can cut that apart and see right here, there's a slice. Okay, so now what I can do is if I didn't like that beginning part, I can delete that. Okay, I can bring it back. I just hit Command Z to undo. Okay, and then I can actually just record over this again if I want. Here we go. Okay, so now I can play it back. I'm going to unplug my headphones so you can hear what I just did. And here we go. Try it again. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some ideas on how to record this project.